Alright, hi, welcome to Terraria. So last time on last Tuesday of last week, not this week, but last week, this is still really loud for me, and also my keybinds are different. So last Tuesday of, I want to say the third, I tried to stream Terraria. However, that led to me crashing out because I was dropping frames and I was having really bad streaming issues. Some of those streaming issues is what this video is going to be. Hi, this is a short video, or a short stream, because this is just going to be me talking about all my problems that I had to deal with for the past week or so. So I guess let's get into it. First of all, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to make a bridge to hell. I don't think I'm going to explore hell yet, but I also want to dig out some, what's it called, containment. Yeah, I want to build some containments of these biomes because we are close to getting into hard mode and I want to keep them contained. Of course, it's going to happen. I'm going to be doing the same process for when the hollow comes later in hard mode, but for now we're just going to contain these two and finish this bridge to the hell that I was making before. That led to me crashing out because my issues, which I wrote them on a notepad just to make sure I don't mess up what I'm trying to say. Last week was a weird week because last week I only uploaded on Monday and I didn't upload on Wednesday and Friday like I usually do, and there's a huge reason for that. My PC broke down. The PC I've been streaming for the past how old am I? I'd say almost 5 years. It's been almost 5 years since I've had this PC. It broke down, and this led to me, because there's a couple of problems with it. This PC was my bread and butter. It's a hand-me-down from my older brother, and it gave out to me on Tuesday. That Tuesday I was streaming Terraria. I was gonna do a boring stream of just me exploring hell, maybe getting the Night's Edge. That was gonna be the stream plan. However, what happened was that my stream was lagging. It was a really bad lag where my internet wasn't connecting to my OBS, which is the streaming site that I use. So naturally I saw that my internet wasn't connecting and I thought to myself, okay, my internet's down right now. My internet is having problems. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to restart my router and I am going to make it so I can stream. Problem was that when I restarted my router, I restarted the stream, it didn't work. I still had connection issues with my OBS and it was a pain in the ass. So I canceled the stream, and that day I was troubleshooting a lot. I was going from the Wi-Fi router. I was contacting the internet company. They said that they would reboot everything. They would reboot what is it called? They would reboot our connection like at the company, and I tried everything. It just wasn't working so I led to the next conclusion. I was like, okay, maybe it's my OBS acting up. Maybe I should just log out and log back in. And that is exactly what I did. That day I logged out on my OBS and logged back in, and then I did a bandwidth test and I was like, cool, my internet's fine. My internet connection is great. Why am I losing 5,000 frames? That is the second problem that happened. I was losing frames. It was hell. I dropped my phone. I was looking at my notes and I dropped my phone. Hold up. I wasn't dropping. Never mind. I wasn't dropping frames. I read the wrong I read the wrong part. I had an encoding failure, and what encoding means because I had to look it up, I'm not a tech whiz, is that my computer was not processing frames perfectly. It was making the stream lag as the stream went on, because I did another test stream and it would just lag. It would just freeze the stream. Actually, it would just be a single screen shot, and then after like 10 seconds it will move the next frame, and it was a pain in the ass. It was horrible. And then it came to the conclusion of my processing is not working. My computer is not processing things right. I have to get a new computer, or a PC, whatever you want to call it, whatever you r/PC superiority wants to call it. I don't care. I had to get a new PC, and that really bummed me out, because that day, it was the afternoon, it was barely hitting like 3 o'clock, and I was already depressed because I was like, I'm gonna have to spend so much fucking money to just get a new PC, and it's gonna suck ass, and this is just a hobby anyway. If anybody saw that VOD, because I was trying to play Terraria, this is why I actually progress in this world, this is where this giant hole came from. You'd probably hear me talking a whole bunch of depressing shit, and I deleted the VOD. I made sure nobody can ever hear it ever again, because that was really cringe of me to do. And because it was just like it would be 10 seconds of frames moving, just frame 1, frame 2 every 10 seconds, and then just in the back the audio would just be me complaining about my life, like, oh, I'm just a college student and I'm poor, and then I'm gonna cry. I didn't cry, but I might have been close to. Okay. I was really depressed, and then my mom reached out to me and was like, hey, your birthday's like 2 weeks, do you want to get a new PC for your birthday? And I was like, no, that's a lot of money, I can't do that. And then she was like, you have the money, you're fine, you can do it. And I'm like, okay. And so that night at like 6 o'clock, maybe, I don't know, it was the time frame of like, it was within 24 hours of that day. Well, within 6 hours. I can't tell time. I went to Costco and we got a new PC, and this PC I'm using now, it is working wonders. It is great. I love it so much. Is this lava done yet? Damn, there was a lot of lava, was there? Oh my gosh. Okay, but this PC is awesome. I don't know the specs. I could probably look up the specs, but I'm not doing that much work. I don't care that much. And if you care that much, then leave a comment. I don't care. I just want to move on with my day. But this PC is great. It is possibly 5 times better than the old PC, the hand-me-down that my brother gave me. And it's honestly, that's great, because it was a hand-me-down. I got it for cheap. I think I gave him $200 for that PC. And this PC was, hold up, drum roll please. Anybody wants to leave a guess on how much the cost of this PC was at Costco? And oh, somebody left 1,000, maybe 1,500, maybe even 2,000. Would you look at that? Your Price is Right rules, you're all over, because it is actually $900. Wow. And you might be wondering, wow, that's a cheap PC and it's 5 times better than your old PC. Why so cheap? Well, let me tell you, my dear viewer, it was the display model. This PC was the display model of the PC they were selling, and this is the last one. This was the last one that they had, and the story is that I was looking for Intel Core PC, because that has a better processing power according to my family. And they were like, I asked a person, they were like, oh, we have this PC, and I was like, oh, cool. How much is it? And they were like, this much. It was like 1,400. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the amount I thought it would be. And then they were like, oh, and hold up, there's nothing out here. We don't get a shipment till like this week, later this week. Let me go check with my manager to see what's going on. And I was like, okay. And then just 5 minutes later, the lady comes back and she's just like, hey, we're not ordering these anymore. And I look at her, I was like, huh, okay. And then she was like, good news though, because we're not ordering these anymore, you can buy this one and it's discounted. I was like, okay, how much of a discount? And she was like 600 off, and I was like 900, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, cool, I'll take it. And then that's basically it. Because this was the display model though, I had to walk out of the I had to walk out of Costco with the PC in my hand. Like, I had to go get a cart, put it in the cart, and it's just a PC in a case of glory. There's no cardboard box to go over it. It was the PC and the keyboard and mouse that came with the display model. And I had to take it to the car and then just pack it in the trunk, make sure it doesn't get hurt because it's not in a box. It's quite literally the PC itself. I had to make sure it was in nice and cuddly, as cozy as possible. But yeah, that was very much great. It's very cool. I got it for a discount, and so that's how I got my PC. That's great. So I got it Tuesday, and you might be wondering, if you look at Twitch, twitch.tv/lawmex16, you might look at it and be like, wait a minute, but you didn't stream until Friday. What was the holdup? Wait, no. Yeah, no, it was Saturday. What was the holdup? Because setting up a new PC is a pain in the ass, I have learned. Here, did I make a list of what I had to do? What I had to set up with? Yeah, because here's the thing, right? This new PC, it's a newer model, so it doesn't have, oh my gosh, this demon's killing my ass. Cool. I said I wasn't gonna explore. Hold up, I'm not gonna explore. I'm gonna leave. Okay. So because this PC is a newer model, all my old shit that I use with the older PC, the hand-me-down, did not go well with it. Meaning, and translating, these monitors I have requires a cord of DVI. I don't know what it stands for. I'm not gonna look up what it stands for right now, but just know it was it's not a cord that's applicable to my new PC. I had to get a converter, and that converter took a while to get because as I was setting up, I had to clean my room. I had to move some stuff because the new PC is also bigger than my old PC. Meaning I had to find a new spot to put this PC. And anyone wants to take a guess of where I put it? Whoa, wait. Could it be? Is it possible that I put it right between my legs where it is right now? What? Who could have guessed that? Because that's what's happening right now. It's right between my legs. I quite literally look like a sitting penguin with its egg between its legs. That is the most weirdest description I could ever say. But yeah, I'm currently man spreading right now. So sorry, women. Okay. But yeah, that is where it is right now. And honestly, it's great. I don't mind it so much. I'm fine with man spreading a bit, but it is quite a little bit of uncomfortable because I'm so used to keeping my legs straight, and now they're diagonal, and my I could probably stretch while I'm in this position, right? It's just like stretch out my hammies. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, it's been fine. So DVI converter, bigger than PC, chilling on my desk, man spreading right now. Yeah, I hit every bullet point that's on my phone right now. Don't believe me? Here, let me just take it. Actually, no, I'm not gonna take a screenshot. That's too much work. Bam. But yeah, so the stream Saturday, I streamed Resident Evil. That was Monday's video of this week. That it was fun. I enjoyed Resident Evil. However, if you watch that stream, you'd recognize that things were not sunshine and rainbows during that stream. I was still having trouble. And by trouble, I mean that it was a pain in the ass, honestly. I was still dropping frames during that stream. That's where the dropping frames come from. Because during that stream, as I was playing Resident Evil, I kept looking over to my OBS because I was very anxious. I was like, something bad could happen, something wrong could happen at any moment. I need to make sure that everything is all fine and dandy before I make sure that I say, oh, okay, I can go back to all my regular streaming habits now. I was looking over to my OBS and I just see you are dropping frames right now. You have 5% frames lost. I was like, what do you mean 5%? That's a big percent. 5% of a 2-hour stream? Oh my gosh, that was horrible. And where am I? Okay. Oh, sorry, I also gotta make sure I play the game. I saw that I was dropping frames, and this happened like 10 minutes into the stream, so I was really bummed out. I was like, what the fuck do you mean I'm already losing frames already? I got a new PC to solve this problem. And luckily, very much luckily, it was only affecting the stream. My recording did not get affected at all during that stream. And I look up to God, if you're there, thank you, because holy cow, I would have been so bummed out throughout that whole entire stream, or when I was trying to edit. I would have been so bummed out if it was just a laggy mess out and just Leon moving frame by frame and not seeing his dumb truck cheeks 60 FPS. It would have been terrible for me, honestly. I don't know what I would have done. But thankfully it was just a stream. The stream was just laggy. If you go back to my Twitch VOD of that stream though, it's fine. It was just in the live moment where it was terrible. And I apologize for that. I'm sorry. I made sure I did like bandwidth checks before the stream, and they said everything was fine. I know for sure they were like, oh yeah, everything's good, you can stream. And I was like, yay, thank you. But apparently not. Apparently you can lie on the internet and get away with it. Piece of shit. But no, it was fine. The recording process was great until it wasn't, because somebody made a mistake. Somebody fucked up the recording. We're not gonna point fingers of who messed up and who messed up. It was probably just an honest mistake, and we can all forgive them, and we can move on with our day. And I fucked up the recording. It was all me. I'm sorry. I messed up the recording because here's what happened. Because I got a new PC, I had to transfer a lot of things, but some things I had to do manually, meaning I had to set up manually settings for my recording on what I usually do. And what I usually do is for audio of recordings, I would separate it into different channels. Meaning that when I recorded, there's 3 different channels. One channel is my voice, my audio of me speaking into the mic, just in case if I'm too loud or if I'm too quiet in some streams. So that's what I do. I quite literally just, I adjust my audio if needed. and another channel, the second channel is the game audio. And this is because if like the game audio is actually too quiet, because nobody comes to the streams, I'm just gonna be honest, nobody's here at Twitch watching these streams, and so I have to make sure everything's okay. But sometimes I don't catch it and the stream is just total quiet. So if that happens, then I have that audio channel when I need to raise the audio or lower the audio of the game. It happens quite frequently, believe it or not, but it's fine. And yeah, that channel is for there. And then the third channel is there, both of them combined, so I can add more audio to some things. Like for example, let's just say one stream, the Luigi's Mansion stream. All right, if for example one of the if both audios is like really quiet, or actually no, yeah, it's most cases of when it's really quiet. If both audio is really quiet, my stream and my mic, then what I do is for the third audio channel, I just increase it, meaning making that just the what's a good word for it? I want to say the median, but I don't think that's a good word to describe for people that don't get this. The hold on, I'm thinking on the word. The average volume. For the average volume, that's quite literally what I do. I increase the average volume, making it so it's naturally louder or quieter, and that's honestly what I do with a lot of games. If I don't realize that I've been quiet in the stream and in the game is also really quiet, then I just increase the average, the third channel, which increases the average audio of both channels, and works wonders. It makes it so I'm very much louder, and it's great. I've been doing this process for five years. I don't know, it took a while for me to realize I should do this for every stream and every recording. So yeah, that's what I usually do with my audio channels. But back to the topic of why I fucked up the Resident Evil recording. I forgot to make sure that those audio channels are separated, meaning that the only audio channel I had for that recording was the mix one. So I couldn't mess with the game audio and my audio individually. It would be treated as one single audio, and it's, to be honest, if the game was loud, then I would be loud. If I was loud, then the game would be loud. And that's honestly not good, because I was just, there would be moments where I would speak over the game really loudly, but I still want to hear the game as well, just so it doesn't give off the illusion, not the illusion, it would give off that I'm speaking over the game, like you still hear it in the background, but somebody didn't separate the audio, so I couldn't do that. I couldn't make it so the game is also just as loud as my voice, or quiets down when I talk, and when the game doesn't overpower me when I'm trying to make a snide little joke. It was awful. And so if you watch that video, the Monday's video, then you'd realize that that both me and the game would be at the same volume throughout the whole entire time. If I was louder, or probably, hold up, I actually want to see that. If the game was loud, then I would be loud, and yada yada. I just repeated what I just said. Hey man, what do you have? And I apologize for that. I should have checked to make sure that everything was okay. That I should have checked the recordings to see if I had different audio channels. And now it's fixed. It is fixed now. And I made sure of it before the stream. I did some test recordings just to make sure that each channel is its own, and but what I just said. So yeah, everything is a-okay. Oh, that scared me. Fuck, that scared me so much. I forgot you make a noise when I open you. And now I'm looking at this stream, checking like the bitrate and checking out my Wi-Fi connection is stable, and it looks like it is. I think everything's gone back to normal. That's a weird thing to say. I think everything's good. So, everything. Hopefully, I can get back to my normal schedule of recording and editing and all the stuff I do. And yeah, I'm recording this. I'm streaming this on Monday night, and tomorrow, I'm hoping I can get into more Resident Evil. I can get more Resident Evil in, meaning that I could actually progress in the game and hopefully finish it this week. Well, yeah, this week, because I want to play more of it Friday and Saturday, and hopefully by then I could see the finish line of finishing the game. Because don't get me wrong, I love this game, but I want to move on to different projects. So yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fun. I've been enjoying the Resident Evil game so far, and hopefully it's gonna be even more fun. Although I will say, I have heard of a spoiler that I'm not looking forward to, because obviously the game is really popular on social media, so I'm gonna see spoilers everywhere. But the one big spoiler was that somebody made a mod of a certain part of the game, and I saw the mod and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, what is this mod replacing exactly? And then I saw just in a comment, wow, I can't believe they made a mod of replacing the giant spider. And I was just like, what? What do you mean giant spider? And so apparently there's a spider level in this game. You know, one of the big reasons why I didn't want to play the first game. Yeah, that's fun. But it should be fine. I should be fine. It should get some good funny moments in there. Hopefully, maybe. I'll make sure to clickbait the shit out of it. Of Arachnophobe gets to the spider level. Oh, you would not believe what he did. Spoiler warning, he pees his pants. So, yeah. It should be fun though. I asked my friend about it because Saturday night we had my high school friends and I say high school friends, but we've graduated a while, so just my IRL friends and I we had a poker night, and I was like, did you play the new Resident Evil game? And he was like, yes. I was like, okay, don't spoil anything, but I have heard of a spider level. And he was like, oh yeah, I hated that. I was like, really? Do you have like arachnophobia too? I was like, no, I don't. I was like, what do you mean you don't? I was like, yeah, it sucks. It was terrible. I don't have arachnophobia, but it was really scary. It was terrifying. I almost peed my pants. Hey, you have arachnophobia, don't you? And I looked at him, I was like, fuck. He was like, yeah, I had to close my eyes in some parts. I was like, what do you mean you had to close your eyes? I was like, you'll see. And I was like, no, I don't want to see. That's the problem. But it should be fine. It should be fun. Hopefully. Okay, hopefully the spider isn't too realistic, because that's honestly that's my biggest problem with spiders in games. It's that they're just really realistic, and they have giant feelers and they're very hairy, and that is one of my biggest reasons of why I'm scared of them. And also just the thought of 8 eyes looking at you is just terrible. It's not good in my eyes. Whoa. Spiritual. It's not good in my eyes, but I hate seeing people the spider eye. It's poetic. Anyways. Man, it should be fun. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. I'm enjoying Resident Evil so far. Hopefully it's gonna be like a quick section. He didn't tell me if it's a Leon section or if it's a Ashley section. Like if they're both dealing with spiders. I'm assuming it's both. Sadly, that they're both dealing with spiders. But yeah, should be fine. Hopefully. God, I hope so. Okay. Alright. Last thing to do today, honestly, because this is going to be a short stream, is make the capture here. And I'll call it a day. I was hoping to start a new playthrough, but I might save it until April. I don't know, with the whole last week being weird because of my PC problems, I'm thinking of saving the new playthrough until April. I was planning to do it for March, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be like that. It doesn't look like it's gonna come true. So instead, I might wait until April to do it, because I am going near the end of March. I'm going to be going to Mexico to see my grandmother. It's been a trip I've been delaying a lot, and so I need to go do that. I need to go see my grandmother, and I'll be gone for like a whole 5 days, a week. Hopefully I can get some videos ready for that week. It's probably just gonna be stupid one-off videos like poker and blackjack that I've done before, but I'm sure there will be some real videos in there sprinkled in. Maybe that will be the week I finish Resident Evil. That's gonna be the video that comes out that week. Okay. Try to mine. We mine and then craft. Or another video I could make is I've seen this. There's this one game, this $20 game in the Nintendo Switch shop that I've been eyeing, so maybe that will be the week I do that video. But who knows? Who knows what that week will be? It honestly actually might just be me starting the playthrough of the new long series playthrough, because that would be a good time to start it, and then I'll just cut up I'll do like maybe a 6-hour stream, and then I'll cut that 6 hours into 3 episodes, so it'll be 2 hours of each episode, obviously edited down, so it's not just two hours of unedited playthrough. But yeah, it'll be fine. And what else did I want to make? I think that's for now, because there's gonna be Tomodachi Life that comes out in 3 weeks, I think. Oh shit, is Tomodachi Life gonna come out while I'm in Mexico? Oh wait, I need to check that. When does Tomodachi Life come out on Switch? April 16th. No, I'm fine. Never mind. I thought it was in March. It is not in March. It is coming out in April. So good for me. Yippee. Not yippee to seeing how long it's gonna take for Tomodachi Life to come out, but yippee for me. And wait, I probably want to say this. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon with all my heart. I'm not playing Pokepokia though. Pokia? What, I don't know what it's called. But I'm not playing that game. And there's a reason for that. I'm sorry, but I don't like those types of games. I don't like the sim type games, Animal Crossing type games. It's actually Animal Crossing type. I don't think the Sims came out till later, and Animal Crossing was the first one. Either way, I don't like slow life games. And so when I first saw Pokepokia, I thought to myself, oh, this is gonna be a great game for people that like Animal Crossing. I don't like Animal Crossing. I own Animal Crossing. I own the New Horizons. I played New Leaf when I was a kid. But it was the Animal Crossing is one of those games where I see the appeal. I can play Animal Crossing for like 10 hours. I can like maybe do a month straight of daily logins. But after that month, I get really bored of it. And I'm afraid that's what's gonna happen with Pokepokia, whatever it's called. Because I'm sorry, but that game doesn't look fun to me. I love Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but those types of games do not tickle my fancy. Why did I say that? So yeah, it sucks, but I'm not gonna play like that. Now you might be wondering, go like, okay, you don't play Animal Crossing, but you're gonna play Tomodachi Life? Yes, because for some reason that game is my humor. I don't know why, but something about Animal Crossing just hits my humor in the right spots. It hits my funny bone, because something strange would happen. I would be like, haha, that's funny. And I would just be thinking of that thing over and over and over again throughout my day. When the 3DS version came out, I did that as well. Something would happen in my town, and I would spend hours and hours playing that game, and there would be new random things that just happen that would be my humor, and I love it so much. Whether it just be the concert hall when you can just like change the lyrics to songs. I really hope they have that in the new Tomodachi Life, because I need to be vulgar with all the new songs. I need that in my life again. Or I would make a me of whatever my hyperfixation would be during that time. I think the hyperfixation of when when I was playing Tomodachi Life for the first time, the hyperfixation was Call of Duty zombies, and so I'd make the Call of Duty characters in the Tomodachi Life game. It's fun. I liked it. It was fun seeing whatever crazy things they would do. Why the German scientist would be in a cat costume, just lazing around in an apartment that's gothic architecture. It was fun. I love Tomodachi Life so much. I'm so glad that they're doing a Switch version. They're remaking the game, not remaking, but they're doing Tomodachi Life 2, but on the Switch. Can't wait for when the game comes out. It'll be very fun. Yeah, I can't wait. So expect maybe like 2 videos, not 2, maybe 3 videos. There will be funny moment videos. I know there's a point in time when Tomodachi Life is quote unquote beaten, but I don't know. I don't know if I will go that far, because I think in the first game it was when Tomodachi Life was beaten is when you have a child, is when somebody gives birth, when somebody has their first child, and it's usually the first character that you create. But I don't, it might be the same for this new game. Who knows? I don't know. Somebody knows. So somebody at Nintendo HQ knows. It'll be fun. I can't wait. Maybe I'll go till then. Maybe I'll just make a couple of videos and then I'll just stream it. Honestly, I'll probably just stream whatever. I'll stream it and create a TV drama. I don't know. There's a lot of things you can do with Tomodachi Life. And also, I don't know how long this playthrough is gonna be, because I don't know how long it's gonna take until I reach 1,000 hours. I said before that I wanted to do a lot of side quest stuff in this playthrough, but so far I haven't done that. Right now I've just been doing a lot of main quest stuff. Like you can probably count this as a side quest, but it's not a side quest in my eyes. So who knows how long this playthrough will be. My reasonable guess, probably, if I continue more on my journey mode playthrough that I do on my own, I'm willing to bet it's gonna take maybe late May, maybe June. I don't know, because I need to play more on my journey mode playthrough, my journey mode account, just to test some more things to see if I can get more stuff, test some building supplies. But so far I haven't done that for a bit because of this whole past week. Man, this week has just thrown a wrench in my plans a lot. Alright, I think this is good enough. This is what I'm just gonna do for today. Another day I'll make a wall to contain this even better, but for now I think this is good enough what I want to do just for tonight, because it's getting late and I want to go to sleep. So with that being said though, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoy. I know this stream was just me talking while I was mining the world, but honestly it's good. I just needed to explain of what my situation was for this past week, and I don't have anything else to say. Hopefully regular scheduled videos coming out soon, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday at 11 PST, right? I don't know. It's not my time zone, so I don't know. 11 PST to 2 p.m. EST. So with that being said though, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoy. We're gonna be continuing Resident Evil in the next video. I'll be streaming that tomorrow, and then I'll be editing. After that stream, I'll edit this video. Don't worry about it. Goodbye. Adios. Sayonara. And yeah, thanks for watching.